Hello everyone, and welcome back to a new episode of I Talk to Notebooks. If this is your first time here, my name is Sarah. Today I'm here to do a pre-decorating video, and I have all fall theme supplies that I want to use for this video. I'm going to show you guys how I pre-decorate. I am very systematic about it. I have a very clear step-by-step method that I use, very clear supplies that I like to use, and I'm going to use these methods to show you how you can make your pages a little bit less intimidating and inspire yourself to write every day. So first of all, I have my journal here, and I'm going to open that off camera because no one needs to see that. Here we go. This is my first page. And I have, of course, my trusty pencil case. In here, I've got my few mild liners, a few select ones, a few pens. Got a white pen, of course. But most importantly, I have a ruler, a pair of scissors. These are so great, I cannot find them anywhere anymore, so it's the last pair in existence, probably. And a glue stick, which is, of course, of paramount importance. And to start off, I'm going to actually select some larger pieces of paper to get going. So I've selected the larger pieces of paper that I want to put on some of my pages and cover the entire page with. These are great because you can write over them, and they just add a lot of interest to your pages, and they add a lot of thickness to your notebook as well. So if you're into thick notebooks, this is going to be the trick for you. So I've got, of course, these vellum-y pieces from Michaels, and then I have these are also from Michaels, but I got them a long time ago. Just bigger pieces of paper here. I really like this one. It is so shiny and rainbow and holographic. And what I like about this is I'm gonna have a very mystic theme. There's a lot of triangles here. There's a lot of little hands with crystals and bones, so that's going to be really fun. So my first task is going to be to cut these down to size. And the way I'm going to do that is just take one. I'm going to start with the tarsals here, and I'm going to decide where I want the left edge to be. So I'm going to put that there and fold it up so that this is going to be part of the part that I'm going to cut off, unfortunately. And I like to use the handle of my scissors to flatten when I fold like this, because that gives a nice clean fold with minimal effort. And then I think that'll be good. You can see through the vellum here that the edge is a good spot to cut. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to fold this. And then we have some nice clean lines to cut on, right? So I'm going to just cut along this line here. And of course, I do not need this white part here at the top. I'm actually going to fold away the entire hole punch here because I don't want that to be included either. Whoa! Well, that's got to happen at least once. And isn't this pencil case the best? Yes, it is the best, actually. That was a question that you should know the answer to by now. So that looks like it lines up fantastically, and that looks super cool. Actually, I think I might like it better that way. Yeah, I think that's the ticket right there. So this is perfect. And now I'm going to use this little thing, this little guy here, as a template for the rest of the pieces of paper. I'm going to take the most interesting parts from each one and cut them up. So I've cut these all down to size. I like to do 6 of them because I found that for me about 6 is enough for a week of journaling when I'm going at my usual pace, which I have not been lately. As you can see, I picked a lot of black, white, /silver, and purple to go in my current color scheme. I'm doing a little mystical and a little bit of a fall theme this week. And I personally find that if you cut them smaller than the page size, it's actually easier to work with them than if you cut them larger than the page size. So you can actually fill in a gap between the inside of the page and the paper with some washi tape, but if it's larger, it's really awkward to like trim it down, and I've had a lot of issues with that. And 6 is the right number for me, but you may find different results for you. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to plan out where I want to put them. So I usually do it like this. I usually start with 1. I'm going to use this cool purple triangle pattern. This one will be the first one. and it'll go on the right, so I'll put it into this pile over here on the right. And then 1, 2, there will be one on the left side, and I'll use these cool trees that'll go on the left. And so next step is now I'm gonna start out with these guys on the right, and I will punch with my little corner rounder on the right side of all of these. So I want to orient this one this way, so I'm gonna punch like this and just round these 2 corners. Now if your journal doesn't have rounded corners, this may not be a necessary step, but I really think it gives a nice finished look when it matches up like that. Oh, one other thing before I go off camera and finish the rest of these. Here's one for the left. I think I want to orient it like that, because most of the big triangles are pointing down. I like that. Another tip is you may have noticed I cleared away all the paper scraps from cutting these down. If they're too small, I throw them away. Some of us paper hoarders will want to hold on to them. It is not worth it, trust me. But I didn't have any that were too small. If there's enough for another big page, I will save it. Or if there's enough for like a smaller card and it's still usable, I'll put it in my scraps box. But anything really small, I don't save. Even though I might be able to use it, I'm just not going to hoard that kind of stuff. It's bad. So I cleared off that space, and now I have fewer things on the table, which makes it easier to work with everything. Okay, so now I'm going to cut the left sides of the rest of these and the right sides of the rest of these, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. I've sorted my pages into the 3 on the right and into the 3 on the left, and they are in the order, now they are, that I want to place them in. This isn't quite right, so I'm gonna go this one, that one. Yeah, okay, that's the order I wanted. Okay, so now I have cleared away most of the little scraps from the corner rounder except for that one. And I'm gonna take my handy dandy glue stick and I'm gonna put them where I wanna put them. And I usually like to start with one on the right. So the first one is gonna be this toe. And I do tend to get some glue on the front side of the pages, which makes writing a pain, but it's not that bad. So yeah, this is pretty close. This little amount of overhang here, you can see it's a little bit of black peeking out. That's not that bad. I can deal with that. If it was more though, I would trim it, but I think as it is, it gives the journal some character, so I'm gonna leave it. And I'm gonna do the rest real quick. All right, I am back. And I am going to show you what I've done. So we have these pages are the ones that I am committed to pre-decorating. They're a little stiff right now because of the new thickness, and some of them are a little long and they're getting stuck in the spine. So there's a little bit of struggle to turn the pages, but I like that. There's that one. Blank. This one, and then the last one is this guy. Oh, whoops, that was the wrong side. Okay, here it is. I really like this a lot. It's so cool. Now you might be wondering, what can you do with these? Well, if you print photos, you can put those on. There's lots of room for stickers. There you can put a lighter washi tape on and write over it if you have washi tape and pens that are compatible. Or what I like to do is I like to use this Uniball Signo pen and write with it. You can get these, the only place you can get these for a decent price is Amazon.com. And they have white ones. You can get a 3-pack of white, or you can get a pack with white, gold, and silver. And this is the only decent white pen that I've ever used in my life, and I have used a decent amount of pens. It's the only one that actually like writes. So I recommend it highly, especially since you can get it for affordable price on Amazon. Don't go to Michael's and get it. Don't go to Staples like that. Just, you're gonna get ripped off. Amazon is the only place to go. Okay, so the next step is, now that I put the big pieces of paper in, I like to put smaller journaling cards and smaller things in. So I picked these out ahead of time. I've got this butterfly trim, very moonlighty with stars and moons. I've got this cool journaling card with like the phases of the moon and some space to write. I've got this bug x-ray that I think I showed in my Michael's haul, and I've got this little hand x-ray, which I also showed in my Michael's haul. I also have this vellum. I have a whole pad of vellum, and I've already folded it up into little pieces. So I'm just gonna cut off, I think I'm gonna use all 3 of these because they are really fun to write on and add a lot of texture and interest to the page. And then these I need to cut off the tops. I need to think about where I want to put this trim and cut it down accordingly. So usually I try to put these things generally not where the large pages are. Oh look. Sometimes this happens when the glue settles after the book has been closed. The spine pushes it out a bit, and then I need to cut off the hangover. Not the hangover. The part of the paper that's hanging over. I have never had a hangover. That's a true story, actually. I never have. Had other incidents, but not that. Blessed me. Really, do I want to put it this way or the other way? I think I'm gonna fold it in half and put it on across the bottom of a page spread like that. Okay, so where are some spreads that don't have any paper on them? Yeah, I'm just gonna put this one here. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this one with washi tape. And then I'll put this one in here. And then I need a place for the... And I go back through and see where I put stuff. So I have a decoration on this page. I have decoration here. I do want to add the vellum, which I'm actually really wanted to put a piece of vellum. I wanted to overlap it here with this tree. I really love the way that the idea of this is really cool. And you know what? It's my journal. I can do whatever I want. I want to put one on this too. I'm just going to put it in here and I'll put some stickers on or something. It'll look really cool. Okay, so now the next step is to get some washi tape and affix the things that I'm not gluing down, which is pretty much everything. So I'm going to pick out what washi tape I want to use and I'll be right back. So I finished all the washi tape embellishments that I wanted to add. So I have this is in. I can write on that. I missed a page still. It's okay, I'll get that one. Actually, have special plans for that page. That and this, and I got a little carried away with the small stickers here, because that you may notice is a book with a spider on it, so I had to put that there. And then yeah, this is pretty awesome. So now I'm just gonna kind of go through and try to do a little more decorating. So I want to use these spray on glitters that I have. And I want to take some crayons that are fall colored. And there we have it. Lovely. I want to show you guys the final product, and then I have some cleaning up to do. So we start with this. Belong to this one. As you can see, these are really slipping around a lot. So I have to trim that. I used a ton of the stickers that I got in my haul just because I have so many. Can we just talk about how these butterflies are like stealing the show? Who would have thought butterflies would steal the show on a fall spread? I mean, really. Salvador Dali. If you want to get the sticker book actually that has the Dali stickers, you can get it at Amazon.com. They have these little Dover fine art stickers for $2 a piece, and you get 16. So I would recommend it. And they have lots of different artists, not just Dali if you're not into him. This is pretty plain. I like to leave some space to actually write because, like I said, sometimes I do write. I thought about adding more stuff, but I'm really happy with how everything looks now, so I'm just gonna leave it be. This might be my favorite. That sticker with the woods and the vellum, it's just killing me with awesomeness. Oh, also I put this sticker on the front because I had to. Look how cool he looks. With the church in the background. Are you kidding me? Did you make these stickers for me? I think they did. So anyway, yeah, thanks for tuning in, and I hope this was helpful. If you want to give this a try and you end up doing something like it, please tag me on Instagram. My Instagram handle is I_talk_2_cheesecake. No, just kidding. It's notebooks is the last word. And then there are no more underscores. So thank you.
And now it is time to say goodbye. Goodbye.